Asmon Gold apparently is defending the ice shooter that shot the woman in Minnesota. So let's see what he got to say about it, man.
The reason why they're defending this woman, it's because they agree with her and they want to create an ecosystem where being violent and abusing police officers is accepted. You
Uh, agree with her. So she was abusing and being violent towards police officers. That's what people agree with, or did she like come out and say something that people agree with? Either way, this is how was this justified, bro?
why they're defending this woman, it's because they agree with her and they want to create an ecosystem where being violent and abusing police officers is accepted.
Is that right?
You can see the video. It very clearly the woman was trying to run him over. She wasn't complying with the police and they shot her. They don't show this.
Why are you standing in front of a car though? Like a bullet, you can put that. I mean, you could put a car wherever you want it as well, but you can move out of the way of a car much easier than you can out the way of a bullet. Right or wrong?
Clearly, the woman was trying to run him over. She wasn't complying with the police and they shot her. They don't show this angle for a reason.
Was she really trying to run him over, or was she not trying to hit him? Because if she wanted to run him over, she most definitely could have, and could have hit her gas hard as could be. You know what I'm saying? And done that. From my perspective, she was actually trying to go and get out the way type. You know what I'm saying? And not hit him.
Run him over. She wasn't complying with the police and they shot her. They don't show this angle for a reason because it paints a much more gray picture.
What angle?
And you can see
this angle.
Person, keep in mind,
this is the angle that they did show.
There is a third officer at this car. This shows it best. Yeah. There it is. The guy was in front of the car. Jesus. Okay. So you can see right there. She's moving.
This cop here is just chilling right here. This one all the way. Let me see. Let me show you. This one. He chilling. He don't seem to be in fear of his life. He's not even attempting to stop her or nothing because he know he can't. You can't stop a car.
So you can see right there. She's moving.
And he's stepping to the side as he could have. And he has. So do you have more time to step out the way of a bullet or a car? Come on now.
Forward. And he had to just barely get out of the way. He barely got. If he hadn't moved, she would have run him over. Watch the tire. See, now the tire is moving forward. You see the tire is moving forward with the officer directly in front of the car. You can see the spinning. This would have never happened if she had just gotten out of the car, and it would have never happened if she hadn't just tried to block the police in the first place. I see her spinning her wheels forward right there. You're trying to run over that officer. You are. She doesn't give a fuck. Plus, if you're next to a car like that, you can hear it when...
My thing is, though, like...
Run over that...
He had time to move out the way, bro.
Officer. You are. She doesn't give a fuck.
That the car didn't even move that far. The tire didn't even do one full revolution before he grabs his gun out and shoots her. Look.
Right there. You're trying to run over that officer. You are. She doesn't give a fuck. Plus,
tire didn't even do one revolution.
Next to a car like that, you can hear it when it starts accelerating. You know what? You actually bring up a great point. I hadn't even thought about this. But the police officer who was in front of the car heard the wheels accelerating. And yeah, absolutely, he's
heard the wheels or the motor.
Gonna pull out his fucking gun. That's a great point. New pictures show the bullet hole in the windshield, so clearly shot from in front of the car. Here we go. And you can see right here,
well,
if
no
the cop
shit.
wasn't in front of the vehicle, then he wouldn't have been able to make this shot. I've seen the video.
No shit. Why do people stand in front of cars like they can stop a car? That other cop that was reaching through the window, why that cop that shot couldn't go to the roll down window and stick his arms through, and why did that cop have such a hard time opening up the door? You know, the window was down. You know what I'm saying?
Don't breathe the propaganda machine. The state will ensure there's a full, fair, and expeditious investigation to ensure accountability and justice. You're never going to convince people like Tim Walz that what happened is justified, because at the end of the day, it's inconvenient for them to accept it, and not accepting it reinforces what they already believe. Do you think government's responsible for not fixing this originally? Actually, yes, because they've allowed these ICE protests to escalate to where people feel comfortable and they feel like it's an acceptable behavior to use their car to obstruct law enforcement. The fact is that if they had shut this
So it's acceptable to kill him though.
down originally at the very beginning, this woman would probably still be alive.
Is that right?
The reason why they're defending
Is that right? Let's see what the commenters are saying. I have Minnesota fatigue. Driving over ice can be dangerous. I don't know, man. Usually I think people would actually want to hit people with cars, don't reverse, then turn away from them. Also, one bullet hole because the other came from the open side window is not in front of the car. What is this grammar, bro? Of course the comments are gonna agree with him. This is his audience here. Um Police officer was kneeling on the car's neck. It couldn't breathe. Wow. Look at what they do, bro. I don't know. I don't feel this is justified. You could have got out the way, and therefore your life didn't have to be in danger. There's certain ways to go about it, man. You know, your life wouldn't have been in danger if you got out the way, which you could have. You know, just how this cop's here life wasn't in danger because he was on the side of the car where the window was rolled down, sticking his hands through, trying to unlock it and get her out that way, like a smart individual, instead of just resorting to killing the person. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't know. Are you gonna die faster from a bullet or from getting hit from a car that's going 5 miles an hour? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might get ran over, bro, but are you actually going to die though? You know, you might break a bone if the car completely runs you over. You can definitely die if it hits your neck, your head, whatever, for sure. But a car that's not even traveling over 5 miles an hour, bro, that you could have clearly stepped out the way, even as they showed right here. And he said that the car was coming towards him, and he just barely stepped out the way. He didn't even step out the way. He took one little baby step to the side. Yeah, but he could have made a bigger step and more steps to get out the way of that car, not putting his life in danger. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you want to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. He said he couldn't breathe. Seems like they are mocking an innocent. Of course. That's what they do, man. Of course they go to George Floyd. His knee was on the car's neck. Couldn't breathe. When a man is in handcuffs, right? It got his knee on his neck, bro. I seen a video just probably yesterday, I believe. It was a dude in handcuffs with his hands behind his back, sitting on the ground, just how you would like sit in a chair, how I'm sitting basically. With his hands behind his back. The officer literally walked up on him. I don't know if he kicked him, he started punching him, he pushed him down or something like that while he's in handcuffs, bro. And of course it was a black guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'll get at y'all on the next one, and I'm gone. T.Y. Pit and I.